Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. In the previous video we have discussed the agenda on multithreading, and in this video we are going to discuss about what is multitasking and types of multitasking. Process based multitasking, also called as multiprocessing, and thread based multitasking, also called as multithreading. Basically in this video I am going to explain about what is multitasking, what is multiprocessing, and what is multithreading, as well as I will explain purpose of multithreading and uses of multithreading. Okay, and don't worry, I will go very easy. I will explain all the points in a simplified way so that you can easily understand it. So don't skip the video, just keep watching till end. Okay, so without wasting time, let's get started. So first we are going to discuss about multitasking. Basically, to understand the concept of multithreading, you should know about multitasking, because multithreading is one of the type of multitasking. And therefore, first let's understand what is multitasking. Okay? So multitasking name itself indicate that to perform or to execute multiple tasks at the same time or simultaneously. So what is it exactly? Let's understand. For better understanding, let's understand it with real life scenario. So if we think nowadays in our day-to-day busy life, we all perform multiple tasks at the same time or simultaneously, such as we watch TV while eating a food, and at the same time if our phone ring, then we talk on phone also simultaneously. So here we are performing three tasks simultaneously: watching TV, eating food, and talking on phone. So basically here we are performing or executing multiple tasks simultaneously, and it's nothing but the multitasking. Similarly, if we think technically, now imagine you are a software developer and you have to develop a web application as per the requirement of client. So for that, you made a team of 4 members. In that, first member responsibility is to do front end coding. That means first member task is to create login page, contact page and all. And second member responsibility is to do back end coding. That means second member's task is to create database connectivity and all. Similarly, third member task is code testing and fourth member task is code deployment. So, if we notice here, all the members are performing or executing multiple tasks at the same time or simultaneously to accomplish a single web application, right? And it's nothing but the multitasking. So, basically, technical definition of multitasking is it is a process of executing multiple tasks simultaneously. Clear? I hope you understand what is multitasking. Now let's understand types of multitasking. So there are two types of multitasking. That means we can achieve multitasking by two ways: process based multitasking and thread based multitasking. So first let's understand process based multitasking. So process based multitasking is also called as multiprocessing. So first let's understand about multiprocessing. So I am not going deep in it because it's beyond the scope of this course. I am just going to cover up basic ideas about multiprocessing. Okay? So multiprocessing is to execute multiple processes at the same time or simultaneously. So what is it exactly? Let's understand. Let's understand it with real life scenario, okay? So that you can clearly understand it. So if we think nowadays in a technical world, everyone use PC or laptop, right? So on PC or laptop, we can do multiple tasks at the same time, such as we can download file using web browser, and at the same time we can listen music, as well as we can respond to the emails also simultaneously, right? So basically here we are using three programs: web browser, music player and mailing application, right? So when we use this task or program on PC or laptop, then all these programs first load into main memory. And remember, when any program load into main memory for execution, then that program become a process. And CPU only understand the process, not a program. So when we use all those program on PC or laptop, then first this program load into main memory, and then CPU execute all those multiple programs, or we can say multiple processes simultaneously. And to execute multiple processes simultaneously is nothing but the multiprocessing. So basically, multiprocessing is an ability of operating system to execute multiple processes simultaneously. So always keep in mind, multiprocessing is best applicable at OS level, not at programming level. Okay. So if we notice in a complete scenario here, multitasking has been achieved based on processes, process 1, process 2 and process 3, and hence it's called as process based multitasking, that is multiprocessing. Okay, clear? All right. Now let's focus on another type of multitasking, and it's thread based multitasking, also called as multithreading. So we saw before how multitasking has been achieved at OS level based on processes, right? Similarly, sometime at programming level also, we need to perform multitasking to make program more effective and efficient. Now question arises that why do we need to perform multitasking in programming, right? So let's understand why do we need to perform multitasking in programming. Okay. For better understanding, let's understand it with the help of an example of web browser. So web browser is also one of the program which is created by developers, right? So using web browser, we can do multiple tasks simultaneously, such as we can download file that might be audio file, video file or a text file. And while downloading the file at the same time, we can open another tab or web page and can see images also simultaneously. As well as at the same time, we can search required content also by opening multiple tabs, right? So here inside a single web browser, multiple tasks are running simultaneously. Basically, inside a single program, because a web browser is a program, so we can say inside a single program, multiple tasks are executing concurrently or simultaneously, right? And to execute multiple tasks simultaneously is nothing but the multitasking that already we have discussed. And to achieve such type of multitasking in a programming, thread based multitasking, that is multi-threading, is used. Okay. Let's take another example of music player. So music player is also a program that created by programmers, right? So when we open music player and start listening music, then while listening music at the same time, progress bar and timer is running simultaneously, right? So here also within a single program, multiple tasks are executing simultaneously, right? And to execute multiple tasks simultaneously is nothing but the multitasking. And imagine if we don't apply multitasking concept in case of music player, then what will happen? Then in that case, when we open a music player and start listening music, then first music will play and after that timer will run and then progress bar will run. So basically, it doesn't make sense to execute tasks one after another. All the tasks should be executed simultaneously to make a program or music player more effective and efficient, right? And therefore, sometime in a programming, it's become necessary to use multitasking to make that program effective and efficient. Okay, clear? Why multitasking is required at programming level? Okay. And we can implement or achieve multitasking in a programming by the help of thread only. That means we can achieve multitasking in a programming based on thread only. So basically, to achieve multitasking in a programming, thread based multitasking, that is multi-threading, is used. Clear? Now big and main question arises that what is thread based multitasking or what is multi-threading, right? So let's understand it through an example of web browser. Okay, so as I said before, using web browser, we can do multiple tasks simultaneously, right? So here inside a single web browser, we can do multiple tasks simultaneously. So basically here, web browser is a program or a process because at the time of execution, program become process. So we can say web browser is a process And these multiple tasks are nothing but the small parts of a program or small parts of a process. And in a programming language, these small parts of a program are called as threads. Let's say thread 1, thread 2, and thread 3. At the time of execution, these multiple threads execute concurrently or simultaneously, and this process of executing multiple threads simultaneously is nothing but the multithreading. So basically, multithreading is the process of executing multiple threads of a single program or process simultaneously. Okay, clear? So the main purpose of multithreading is to provide simultaneous execution of two or more parts or thread of a program that can run simultaneously. Clear? So always keep in mind, multithreading is a way by which we can implement multitasking in programming. Okay, clear? Now let's understand uses of multithreading. Okay. So multithreading concept is widely used in web applications development such as Chrome. So Chrome is one of the web browser and we already discussed about web browser, right? Similarly, Gmail, Google Drive, social media networking are the examples of web applications. As well as multithreading concept is widely used in gaming app development also, because when we play a specific game, then in that game multiple objects are running simultaneously, such as suppose when we play a brain game, then in that game while playing a game on the other side timer is also running, as well as at the same time points count is also increasing or decreasing simultaneously, right? So basically, inside a single game, multiple tasks or we can say multiple threads are executing simultaneously, and it's nothing but the multi-threading. So basically, point is multi-threading concept is widely used in gaming app development also. Clear? So these are the uses of multi-threading where we can use multi-threading concept. Okay? So up to this, I hope you understand what is multi-threading, purpose of multi-threading, and uses of multi-threading. But if we have to implement multi-threading in a programming, or we can say in a simple words, if we have to apply multi-threading concept in a programming, then for that, first we should know about thread. Because of course, multi-threading is completely based on thread. Thread play a very important role in multi-threading. And therefore, if we have to implement multi-threading in a programming, first we should compulsory know about what is thread, why thread, that is what is need of thread, importance of thread, life cycle of thread, how to create a thread and how to implement it in a programming, right? So we need to know all about thread before using it in a programming, right? So all these points we are going to discuss in the next video. Okay. So let's see you in the next video. For now, I am going to end this session. So keep learning, keep growing, and thank you so much for watching.